Hi, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to part 2 of my book haul from June and July this year. And I'm going to just continue on. I'm not going to say too much about the books because I don't want these videos to get too long. So let's get started. The first book is The Girls by Emma Cline. This is about a girl called Evie who becomes involved with a cult or a commune or slash cult commune, and she starts to get involved with them and she sees what they're doing. I think it's based on the Manson murders in California. I don't really know too much about it, but I know that everyone has been loving this book, so I can't wait to read it. The Loneliness of Distant Beings by Ling. This is about a girl called Seren who lives on a spaceship, and she meets a boy called Dom and he changes her life. And inside it says, "In the dark, can a heart still hope?" Doesn't really say too much about it, but guessing they're trying to find a home or some sort of thing like that. Tends to be a staple for spaceshipy type books. But how pretty is the cover? Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls by Lynne Weingarten is about a girl called June who was best friends with a girl called Delia, but then Delia died and everyone thought it was suicide, but June's not convinced and she thinks something's up and starts to look into what happened to Delia. Tiny Pretty Things by Sona Charaipotra and Dhonielle Clayton is about an elite boarding school. These aspiring ballet dancers who have to beat off the competition. From what I've read about it, I'm imagining it as Drop Dead Gorgeous, but in a ballet school. Fangirl by Rowell is about Kath and Ren, identical twins, who spend their whole life together because they're identical twins, obviously. And they are deciding to go to university, but they're going to separate universities, so Kath has to decide to get out there and make friends and try and get on in the world without her twin, but she'd much rather stay at home and write fanfiction. Lorelei by Dockerill is about a mermaid who falls in love with a boy. I think it's a retelling of The Little Mermaid, which is told from the perspective of the mermaid herself, the boy that she falls in love with, and the sea, who observes their romance. Vinegar Girl by Anne Tyler is a retelling of The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare, which is one of my favourite plays. It's also a very, very beautiful book, and I can't wait to read it. Nothing Tastes as Good by Hennessey is about a girl called Annabelle who was anorexic and she died as a result of her illness. In order for Annabelle to pass on a message to her family, she has to first help someone back on Earth. She gets paired with a girl called Julia who she used to go to school with. Julia has a really good life. She's planning to go to university. She's in the sixth form. She writes for the high school paper. And the only thing that Annabelle can really see that's wrong with her is that she's a little bit overweight, or as Annabelle thinks, fat, disgusting, doesn't deserve to eat. And she starts to put all these thoughts into Julia's head and pretty much turns her into an anorexic, which is quite scary, but she doesn't mean to do it. She actually really thinks that she's helping Julia because even though she's dead, she's still anorexic. This is such a good book. I've done a review of this on my blog. The writing is just, you'll laugh, you'll cry. I love this book. I'm definitely going to read this again in the future. The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness is about a boy called Mikey, and it's based on the premise that not everyone is the chosen one. So what happens if you're in a high school that gets overtaken by zombies, but you're just a normal guy? And he just wants to get through high school without it being blown up again. Maresi by Maria Turtschaninoff, I'm so not saying that correctly, is a YA novel about a world where girls are not allowed to do anything, not allowed to learn anything, they're not allowed to leave, I believe, and yeah, okay, I'll give that a go. That was the last book in this batch, so I'm going to end this video here, and then if you want to see more of the books that I bought in the last couple of months, you can watch part 3, which I will link in the description box. And if you'd like to see any of my reviews, you can check out my blog, which is msstephaniemichelle.wordpress.com. Thanks for watching, bye!